Task 22. This is Ed Network, and this is England Exchange. Can I get a whoop whoop? Ah, my voice is cracking. I think I am actually, going to crack up. Okay, so this is England Exchange. We play an exchange student over in England, an American exchange student. Hello, I've not been drinking yet. So where were we? Mark, we couldn't work out if he was French or not. If he was, I don't know. But apparently I've just had a rough day. Ugh, what a rough day, apparently. I have no idea. The guy doesn't know the meaning of a rough day, if I'm honest with you. I was in the pub that evening, rolling out my neck and musing over how surprisingly difficult it was spending so much time with Brendan in close quarters. Why don't you just knock him out? Just be done with it. Take him out the back, give him a bit of a kick in, right? And there you go, job done. Normally, my own workplace wouldn't be much fun to hang out. By the way, I don't condone violence. I'm only joking. I'm just joking. If anybody goes and beats up somebody they don't like at work, right, you can't sue me. I was just joking. If you don't know... Anyway, moving on. But Brendan had already gone back to the hostel, so if I went there, I might run into him again. Don't be bothered by him. Just swear to God, just knock him out. Or just ignore him. Ignore him. That's it. The greater good and all that business. That guy's going to be the end of me. I just know it. Screw him! Oh, Jesus Christ. Beading with sweat here. Beading with sweat. A glass was set down by my elbow. I looked up to see a smiling Ashley. Hey, baby, look at them lovely eyes. Grey eyes. I love grey eyes and blonde hair. A white Russian on the house. Okay. Sweet! I keep forgetting I'm allowed to drink here. What's in this? Is it really alcoholic? Jesus Christ, you're so wet, man. You're nothing like me. Okay, fine. Vodka, coffee liqueur, and cream. Just make sure to go slowly on it, okay? I don't know what your tolerance is. Jesus, baby. Right, you need to say something like, "Well, you're not joining me for a drink. Why don't we go over into one of these booths here and have a good old chat?" It's not crazy high. I usually don't. I usually only drink beer or wine that other people have brought to parties. I thought he was going to say I only drink wine or beer that people have left on the desk and walked away from. Kind of thing he would do. Then drink one and see how you feel. You might be able to have another. She glanced around and then I leaned... right, okay, look. Dave, come on. You can read this. English, you can read English. She glanced around, then leaned in closer to me. Right, okay. But be careful. They're a bit pricey. Don't tell anyone I gave you this. Oh, Jesus. I thought she was... Okay, fine. At some establishments, the staff aren't allowed to come to the bar as customers at all. To make sure they don't get a special treatment. To make sure they don't get... Oh, whatever. Should we be doing this? Jesus Christ, Dave! Grow a fucking balls, man! Oh, I'm sure it's fine. It's just this once, right? I wouldn't count on it, Ash. I wouldn't count on it. Right. Yeah, as in, right. Whatever. With someone as nice as Ashley behind the bar, I can see how it would be easy to take advantage. I took a straw from a basket on the bar surface and stuck it in the drink. Jesus, man. You're using a bloody straw? Well, I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I bet he's going to go, I can't take it. Wow, this is delicious. Jesus. Uh-huh. Ashley walked away looking horrified for some reason. Oh, hello, the boss is behind me, isn't it? The white Russian was cold and sweet and creamy. Essentially, it was candy, and I downed it in a few minutes. He's going to be on his back in no time. Hey, Ashley, can I get another? You're already done? She said take it easy. You're going to be an idiot here, aren't you? Yeah, I am. I feel fine, so another one won't mess me up too bad. Want to bet? If you're sure. She went about preparing another. As she did, I began to feel a little bit lightheaded. Hee, guess I was feeling it more than I thought. Well, you just downed it in one, mate, through a straw. Ashley put the drink in front of me and I handed her a £10 note. 10 quid, right? How much change am I going to get? Keep the change! Jesus, he's wasted. The guy's wasted. I mean, he's winking at her as well. I've only just noticed it. How many times have you been winking? I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen, but you're winking at her and she looks scared. I'm going to admit, she looks scared, if you ask me. Geez, thank you. How much was the drink? Oh, okay, a little bit flirty, but I feel like I'm buying you now. No problem. Now I have a question. I put the straw into the second glass, and started drinking it. It tasted slightly different though, much sweeter. There was probably less alcohol in this one, which was probably for the best. Still, it was enough to loosen my tongue. Go on, Random Dave, you can do this. I want to know what happened to you and Brendan. And not really, Jesus, Ashley froze. Really good, Dave. Really, really quality, mate. Yeah, well done. High fives for that one. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Is it really that bad? I totally shouldn't have asked. I'm super sorry. No, it's fine. It wasn't anything that bad. I mean, it was. Well, I don't want to say what it was. I got an idea what it was, and I think it was Brendan. I'm jumping to Brendan and another woman, or even another man, whatever, but it was Brendan and somebody else. Don't cheat, guys. It's not good on anybody. If you don't want to go out with somebody, just say, look, nah, I ain't up for it. I'll see you later. Anyway, her eyes darted around the bar as if looking for some method of escape, but none presented to her. That doesn't... Okay. Then again, there weren't many customers here at this time of day. I figured most people came around in the actual night time to drink, rather than getting drunk immediately after work like I was. Well, okay, what's wrong with that? Wait, that was kind of sad, wasn't it? Wait, was it? Did I have to rethink my life now? Huh? Whatever. Well, I'm not really sure what went wrong. It happened kind of suddenly, at least for me. One day, everything seemed to be going great, and we were closer than we'd ever been before. And the next, he dumped me. I'm certain he's not a bad person, no. Not deep down anyways. Badmouth him now. He's a dick for leaving you. Ashley, if you were my girl, I would never leave you. He's what you should say, in my opinion. I guess, or you could be a bastard and go, yeah, you're fucking ugly, ain't you? That's why he walked out on you. There's so many other things that I could say here, right? None of them would be appropriate. And again, I don't want to get kicked off YouTube. Okay, so anyway, I guess it just didn't work out, that's all. She trailed off, staring intently into space. I sipped my drink carefully. I was nearly finished with this one too, and I wanted to make sure I got all the deliciousness out of the cracks. Really? Okay. After a few seconds, I realised she looked pretty upset. Go on, Dave. Get in there. You've pissed her off, upset her. Now at least go and tell her, I don't know what you should tell her. Anyway, hey, I'm sorry for bringing up bad memories. I was just curious, but I'm pretty sure it was a little shitty of me to ask. I'm glad. Can you read this? Do you want to read this to yourselves? Because I'll tell you what, if I just keep hitting the button so it just comes up and you can read it yourself, because you'll probably do a damn sight better job than I will. No, it's fine. Well, what do you think? Do you think people are inherently good? Oh, is this going to be a choice? Yay! Right, okay. Everyone is definitely good or not completely. Honestly, not completely. Some people are complete and utter idiots. No, actually not. I mean, most people probably aren't trying to do bad things. It's probably like the butterfly effect or something. They're just trying to do something that makes them happy and that makes other people suffer by accident. Okay. Or I guess some people just purposely make other people suffer, but only because they're trying to get happy in some way. Right, it's getting a bit deep and meaningful, this, isn't it? Right, okay. So really, most people aren't like super awful, but they still do shitty things sometimes. That's right, that's life. Well, I never thought about it that way. See, Ashley, I'm a poet and didn't even know it. I mean, haven't you accidentally said something mean when you were trying to be funny? I do that all the time. Or had to not invite Michelle to a birthday party because you were trying to make her ex's new girlfriend uncomfortable. Who's Michelle? The frick's Michelle got to do with it? That sounds very specific. Pacific. Exactly. The world is grey with an E and complicated. And then some people are just totally shitty. Like when they don't even tell you that their meeting's been rescheduled, so you don't turn up and everybody thinks it's your fault. Ashley nodded, but it didn't really look like she was listening to me anymore. I finished my drink and set it on the counter. Yeah, let me get you some water. Christ, Ashley, man, you first of all you get me drunk, and now you want to try and sober me up. I'm doing fine, love. I've had 2 White Russians. I'm all right. She set the glass of water on the bar top, and then another customer called her away. I drank my water in a peaceful kind of buzz and watched as Ashley carried out her shift. So basically you sat there sipping water while ogling poor Ashley. What is wrong with you? My reactions did feel a little slow, but hers seemed to be that way too. I didn't really understand it, but it seemed like something was on her mind. No, really, you've just pissed her off, mate. You've just upset her. What do you think? Eventually I finished my drink and was ready to head back to my room. Hey, Ashley, coming with me? No, sorry. Ashley was such a nice girl. What really happened between her and Brendan? I don't really care. I don't really care what happened. What's in the past stays in the past, all right? What I'm more interested in is, hey, Ashley, come, Oh, no, not the artist girl. She boils my piss, man. I passed by G. Hio in the hall carrying a large canvas. I don't want to talk to you, woman. Don't talk to... Oh, fuck me. Hi. She jumped when she saw me, scrambled to hide the painting she was holding, dropped it, picked it up, rammed it into a still closed door, clawed at the door handle until she got it open, threw the canvas inside and shut the door. Yeah, I didn't want to see it anyway, love. I wasn't that bothered. I stared at her. She said nothing, just looked blankly at me. Fine. She opened the door again and followed her canvas into her room, closing the door firmly behind her. Bye! Don't let the door hit you when you close it. Right, don't tell me she forgot to go inside the first time. That was just what was on that canvas that she was so eager to hide from me. It was a naked picture of me, wasn't it? She's been secretly painting a picture of me. I don't know why I come to that conclusion. It's just weird. Yeah, we're back in the kitchen with Aasi. Hey, Random D. Hey, Aasi. How you doing, baby? Aasi came up to me as I was in the kitchen making some soup. She glanced at the pot and whistled. I didn't know you could cook. Neither did I, love. Don't you worry about it. You can't really call this cooking. It's mostly potatoes and water. Okay, and soup. She laughed. You're rather humble. I've always liked men who could cook. I don't even know how to cook myself. Not really a problem, is it? You can learn. Yeah, well... I tried to look less pleased than I felt, but I'm not sure if I succeeded. Would you mind if I had some? It looks really good. Yeah, go on, fine, yeah, whatever. Sure, go ahead. Hang on, why would you say there may not be enough? Really? For God's sake, you tight-ass person. Sure, go ahead. We can share. Jesus. Awesome, thank you. Random days of sharing kind of guy. I've said this before. I knew you were a great guy. I am a great guy. She winked at me and went to sit at the dining table. What I would say is, I'm sorry if it tastes like poo, but, it's not actually food. I'm just washing my socks. When the food was done, I poured her a bowl and sat down to eat it with her. Thank you so much. I've got to go to work on something, but I won't forget this. Good for you. See you later. So I ate my soup by myself. At least it was a good soup. Okay, January 27th. Jesus, have we got to go? We got to do the whole sort of 6-month semester. How many? This is going to take me for absolute ever. Okay, so today I got back my first paper from my literature class, covered in red marks. Apparently, even though they knew I was American, I was expected to use British spellings all the time. When in England, you use English spellings. Great, he's got an E in it. We weren't supposed to be joined by a common language. Weren't we supposed to be? Yes, but we spell it correctly, and the Americans spell English wrongly. How many hate comments am I going to get for that? Guys, it's a joke. Come on, you can do this. Come on. I would have to reset the spell check on my laptop to remind me about all these extra U's in words and S's instead of Z's. Well, it was all part of the English experience, I supposed. I just have to get used to it. He's so hard done to, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's got to make his own food. He's got to do his own spell checking. I was on my way back to the hostel when I saw something jammed into the front door. Was that really the end of a volleyball net? Why would someone be trying to drag a volleyball net inside? I'm guessing it's Peggy, because she's a little mental, and she just wants to... I don't know, she's just mental. Bloody worthless piece of crap! Tilt already! I told you it's Peggy. Oh. I decided to walk around the block a bit more before going back into my room. Yeah, that's a good idea, mate, to be honest, because she'll only start banging on about something. Wow. It took you a day to walk around the room. Hey, anyway, as I went about my tasks, I noticed Brendan closeted in the office with Oscar, the owner. Closeted? What the hell does that mean? He seemed to spend a long time in there. I wondered why. But then I wondered why Brendan had a job here at all, considering how bad he was at it. Sometime later, I was passing through the supply closet when I heard a crash in the kitchen and went running. Why would you go running? Stay away from it. Let me guess, dickhead here. Brendan stood over a broken plate, looking absolutely furious. See, you're going to get the wrath of him now. Why'd you bother? Why did you bother? Random D, how could you do that? I'm going to have to tell Oscar about this. What? But I didn't. Whatever, I'll fix this up. Just go do something else. What? Fuming, I turned on my heel and left the room. Knobhead. Hey, actually, 1st of February, that means Valentine's Day's coming up. Please, let's buy Ashley flowers. I was sitting in the library working on an essay for my literature class about how Thomas Hardy's life experience affected the morals of his novels. Brilliant. Can't wait for that. I'd been hard at work for some time when I suddenly heard a voice behind me. Is it Mark? Yay! Hey, Mark! What's wrong? Excuse me? You are misunderstanding the meaning of literary realism. Okay. I'm reading my essay over my shoulder. Yes. Okay. That's a bit creepy. Yeah, but Marky's a bit creepy. Just deal with it. It's fine. It's not private, is it? You'll show it to your professor at your class, and I might offer, I might offer it to someone else to proofread. Is that one word? Or comment on, but that would be my choice. He hadn't asked. Really, grow up, man. I apologise if I have upset you. I was passing by and saw that you were working. I did not wish to disturb you until I saw what you were writing. Let him help. Yeah, just let him help. Why would you tell him off, for God's sake? It's not like your diary, is it? It's not like you're writing deeply personal things. This is a literature class. It's, Jesus, man, any help, let him help. If he screws this up, I'm gonna bury him in books. Right, I suppose you may as well read the whole thing then. Good. I handed over the paper and the assignment instructions. It couldn't hurt to get another viewpoint, right? No, it couldn't. As long as he doesn't copy it. Is he on a different course? Anyway, most of his comments turned out not to be relevant to my particular class, but they did make me think of a few things I could add on my own. There you go. See? High fives all round. See? You're going to get an A for that, mate. More drink. Oh, we're in the park again. In early February, Danny's soccer team had their first match. He formally invited the entire hostel to come see it if they wanted, but let everybody know he wouldn't hold it against them if they didn't show up. Not surprisingly, not everybody wanted to go. In the end, Ashley, Peggy and I walked to the park together, tiny flags in her hand. Ashley was such a nice girl that she couldn't possibly turn down the invitation. But Peggy seemed particularly excited about cheering for Danny, because Peggy fancies Danny, I fancy Ashley, let's get it on. Simple. I knew Peggy and Danny were good friends, but seeing the way they interacted, I was a little jealous of her, I was a little jealous of him. I wondered if there was more than that. What? Well, okay, so I wasn't jealous of her because I don't fancy Danny. I wasn't jealous of him because I don't fancy Peggy. So it can only be, I wondered if there was more than that. And I don't really know what that means. I hadn't seen any signs of a real romance blossoming, but I hadn't asked them either. It seemed like everybody in this hostel was young and single. It would only make sense if some of us paired off. Okay, I get where you're going with this. Well, if they did end up dating, I hope they would be happily together. Aww. They should be. Danny was practically perfect. He was smart, attractive, well organised. He was constantly helping out around the hostel and looking after everybody. Yeah, we're still unsure exactly what Danny's role is. It's a bit weird, because is he attending classes? Because he seems like the maintenance man handing out bog roll. It's a bit weird. I think he's a vagrant. Woo! Go, Danny! Go, Danny! Go, go, go! Hey, Peggy, go on. Just flirt with him. Danny, now dashing out onto the field for the first time, looked into the stands and saw us. He beamed and waved, and Peggy waved frantically back. Go on, Peg. Get in there, my girl. I held up a hand and smiled. And then he was in, focused on the game. I took some pictures on my phone, thinking they might be useful at some point in the future. What, as blackmail? Okay. Yeah. Okay, next. His team won the game. It's called a match. His team won the match, as was expected. Danny, the flawless. So flawless, it was almost suspicious. I suppose it isn't fair to be suspicious of him, just because he's a great person. He's a bit jealous, is he not? Right, there have to be some people like him in the world. There you go, Jesus. Pardon? Did you say something? I was just commenting, Ashley, on how beautiful your hair looks in this sunlight. Nope. Oh dear. We crossed to the end of the field to congratulate Danny on his win, waiting for him to finish his team's victory speech before approaching. Danny, you did it, good job. She's nudging you there, Danny. Danny, right, listen, you've just played, I don't know what, 90 minutes is a football game, so I doubt if you're playing 5-a-side or 7-a-side, a small football game like that, I don't think you're going to play 90 minutes of soccer. Football, it's called football. But seriously, the man's not got hair out the pale ace, he's not sweaty, and he's also not wearing any kind of football clothing. So he's been running around in jeans and a shirt. Top man, Danny. Peggy jumped into his arms as soon as he turned around. Go on, Peg, throw yourself at him. Thanks, Peggy. Congratulations, Ashley. You stay away from me. You stay away from me, Ashley. Thank you all for coming. It means a lot to me. Of course, it's the least we could do. Actually, the least we could do would be stay at home and, watch telly. So are we going to go out for a celebratory drink or something? Oh, fancy a White Russian. Ashley, you and me on the White Russians. Get in there. No, that's all right. I've got some work to do back at the hostel. Been neglecting my studies a bit. Oh, okay, so he is studying now. Jesus. Okay, fine. Really? That's not like you at all. Come on, a little drink wouldn't hurt. No, I'm fine. I don't think he's interested, Peg, if I'm honest with you, girl. He said it firmly, and although he wasn't being rude, his humorless attitude killed the celebratory atmosphere. Oh, he's got stuff in his mind. It's all good. Oh, okay, that's fine then. I bet we've all got work to do anyhow. Are we walking back together? He shook his head. Oh my God, what is the matter with him now? I have a few things to do on the pitch, sorry. I bet Peggy stays and helps him. Ah, it's fine. Well, good game. I guess we'll all head home then. It was very nice seeing you. Ashley, stop flirting with him. Danny nodded and Peggy, Ashley and I headed for the hospital. Hospital. God knows why we're going to the hospital. Right, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. If you like this England exchange, can't even talk, please hit that like button in the head like a blowy uppy thing. Comment, subscribe, do all the other things you're supposed to do on the YouTube, because if you don't do any of that, you know what will happen, don't you? The YouTube police will be knocking at your door and saying subscribe to that channel. And I will see everybody at the same time next time.